Welcome to Catholic News World.
Welcome to Catholic News World. Please subscribe to our channel. My name is Steph. Here are this week's breaking news headlines.
A grenade attack at a Catholic chapel in the Philippines on Pentecost Sunday left 2 injured from the explosion. The grenade attack at the Sto Niño Chapel in Barangay Rosary Heights, 3, in Cotabato City, Philippines, on May 19, 2024, left 2 worshippers wounded. Colonel Ruben Manalang, Jr., the police director, told reporters that 2 Catholics, Maribel Atis, age 40, and the 65-year-old Rosita Tabailo, were hurt in the explosion. The victims were among some Catholics praying together inside the small worship area, when one of 2 men riding together on a motorcycle that pulled over near its entrance door and hurled at them a grenade and immediately drove away. Cardinal Orlando Quevedo, the Archbishop Emeritus of Cotabato, denounced the grenade attack in the southern Philippine city on Pentecost Sunday. The blast hurt 2 churchgoers attending a Bible service at the chapel. Initial reports revealed 2 men riding a motorcycle were behind the attack. Quevedo said that dastardly bombing was a horrendous sacrilegious act that cries out to heaven. The crime is doubly condemnable when committed against neighbors gathered to worship God in a sacred place, he said. The cardinal, who is also a member of the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region, in Muslim Mindanao's Council of Leaders representing the Christian settler communities, called on authorities to make sure to bring justice to the crime victims. I call upon our security, military, and investigative forces to ferret out the perpetrators and bring them to justice, he added. The Philippine government also deplored the attack, calling it a direct attack on the Filipino people's commitment to religious freedom and peaceful coexistence and blatant disregard for human life. Office of the Presidential Advisor on Peace, Reconciliation, and Unity Secretary Carlito Galvez Jr. said the attack would not deter the government's pursuit of lasting peace in the region. Let us all work together to prevent such tragedies from happening again, and to help foster a more peaceful, inclusive and harmonious environment that respects the diverse faiths within our communities, Galvez said. Another Catholic priest was kidnapped in Nigeria, Africa. According to a statement issued on Tuesday by the Catholic Bishop of Yola Diocese, Most Reverend Dr. Dami Mamza, Father Oliver Buba was kidnapped at about 1 a.m. on Tuesday, May 21, 2024, in St. Rita's Catholic Church, Newman. The Catholic Bishop of Yola Diocese invites all Christ's faithful and all men and women of goodwill to earnestly pray for the quick and safe release of our priest, their statement said. We commend our brother, Father Oliver Buba, to the powerful intercession of the Blessed Virgin Mary, Mother of Priests, for his speedy release from the hands of his abductors, he said. It was only a few days after the kidnapping of Father Basil Busuo, who has just been released. Father Buba was abducted from the dining room of the Presbytery of St. Rita Parish on May 21. Adamawa State is in northeastern Nigeria, while Anambra State, where Father Basil was kidnapped on May 15, is in south-central Nigeria. Kidnapping for ransom is a widespread crime throughout the Nigerian Federation, including mass kidnappings, especially of school children and students. A priest bites a woman to prevent Eucharistic desecration after she grabbed communion hosts during Holy Mass, and afterward, the priest was charged by police. Police in St. Cloud, Florida, have charged Father Fidel Rodriguez with 1 count of battery from the incident, which took place during the noon Mass at St. Thomas Aquinas Church. I just wanted a cookie. That's all, the woman told police. The police arrived Sunday afternoon at St. Thomas Aquinas Catholic Church to speak with Father Fidel Rodriguez, who admitted he bit the woman. According to the police report, the woman accused Rodriguez of discriminating against her based on her sexuality and attire, which Rodriguez denied. Rather, he added, she was denied because she appeared unfamiliar with the procedure. I'm not judging for appearances, Rodriguez told police, according to body camera video. If they know how to do the things, I can give them communion. The full video and the police report show the woman initiated physical contact and acted inappropriately. The priest was trying to protect the Holy Communion from this sacrilegious act. The woman attended 2 masses. She first attempted to take communion from Father Fidel at the 10 a.m. Holy Mass and appeared unaware of the proper procedure, as seen in the video. The Diocese of Orlando explained what occurred during the incident in a statement. After a brief exchange with the woman, it was determined that she was neither prepared nor disposed to participate. Father Fidel gave the woman a blessing and advised her to receive confession before coming back to receive the Eucharist. The same woman arrived at 12 p.m. Mass and stood in Father Fidel's line again. The priest asked if she had been to the sacrament of penance, confession, to which she stated it was not his business. At that time, Father Fidel offered the woman Holy Communion on the tongue. At that point, the woman forcefully placed her hand in the vessel and grabbed some sacred communion hosts, crushing them. Having only one hand free, Father Rodriguez struggled to restrain the woman as she refused to let go of the hosts. When the woman pushed him, he reacted to a perceived act of aggression. Father Rodriguez bit her hand so she would let go of the sacred communion hosts she grabbed. The woman was immediately asked to leave. It should be noted Father Fidel had no prior knowledge of the woman's background. Further, while the Diocese of Orlando does not condone physical altercations such as this, in good faith, Father Rodriguez was simply attempting to prevent an act of desecration of the Holy Communion, which, as a priest, Father Fidel is bound by duty to protect. The full video and the police report show the woman initiated physical contact and acted inappropriately. The priest was trying to protect the Holy Communion from this sacrilegious act. In the Catholic tradition, the Eucharist is considered the source and summit of worship and faith. The act of participation in Holy Communion, therefore, calls for a proper understanding, reverence, and devotion. It is not something a person can arbitrarily demand and is certainly not a mere cookie, as the complainant called it. The Diocese of Orlando believes all people of all faiths should be respected and that their religious ceremonies or services should never be disrupted. Father Fidel is a native of Cuba and 66 years old. The Vatican has just overturned a decree which dismissed a Carmelite nun after she confessed to violating the Sixth Commandment with a priest. Mother Teresa Agnes Gerlach, of the Arlington Carmelite Nuns, in Texas, has been reinstated to her order by the Holy See. This decision overturns Bishop Michael Olson's June 1, 2023, decree that dismissed her from her order. This was after the bishop conducted a 6-week-long investigation. Mother Teresa Agnes admitted on tape to having violated the Sixth Commandment of the Decalogue and her vow of chastity with a priest after she was recovering from illness. Canon Law 1395 states, a cleric who continues in some other external sin against the Sixth Commandment of the Decalogue which causes scandal is to be punished with suspension. If after a warning he persists in the offense, until eventually he can be dismissed from the clerical state. On May 21, the Vatican's Dicastery for Institutes of Consecrated Life and Societies of Apostolic Life informed Bishop Olson that it overturned his decree dismissing Mother Teresa Agnes from the Carmelite order. Although the dicastery acknowledged that Mother Teresa Agnes admitted to misconduct against the Sixth Commandment of the Decalogue, they reasoned in part that her admission did not establish that the misconduct was perpetrated by the exertion of force or violence. Additionally, the dicastery reasoned in part that her admission of misconduct did not establish abuse of her ecclesiastical authority of prioress, since she possessed no real or even imagined authority over her accomplice, a priest of the Diocese of Raleigh, since he was not subject to Mother Teresa Agnes' authority as prioress. Furthermore, this priest refused to cooperate with the investigation into the admissions made by Mother Teresa Agnes. The Diocese of Fort Worth wrote, on May 21, the Dicastery for Institutes of Consecrated Life and Societies of Apostolic Life informed me that it has upheld the decisions I made last year opening the investigation at the Arlington Carmel upon receiving information that Mother Teresa Agnes had violated the Sixth Commandment of the Decalogue and her vow of chastity, placing Mother Teresa Agnes on a leave of absence following her admissions of grievous misconduct, and admonishing the members of the monastery that obstruction of the investigation could result in the imposition of penalties. All decisions were made for the good of Mother Teresa Agnes and the Arlington Carmel and its sisters, in accordance with my obligation under canon law and the rule and constitutions of the Arlington Carmelites as the local bishop. The dicastery has also informed me that it overturned the decree dismissing Mother Teresa Agnes from the Carmelite order. Although the dicastery acknowledged that Mother Teresa Agnes admitted to misconduct against the sixth commandment of the Decalogue, they reasoned in part that her admission did not establish that the misconduct was perpetrated by the exertion of force or violence. Additionally, the dicastery reasoned in part that her admission of misconduct did not establish abuse of her ecclesiastical authority of prioress, since she possessed no real or even imagined authority over her accomplice, a priest of the Diocese of Raleigh, since he was not subject to Mother Teresa Agnes' authority as prioress. As the Bishop of Fort Worth, I was also obligated under Vos Estis Lux Mundi to report Father Philip Johnson, the Raleigh priest, named by Mother Teresa Agnes, as participating with her in the acts against the sixth commandment of the Decalogue and in violation of her vows. I made that report, approximately 1 year ago, and have regularly inquired about the progress of their investigation into the priest's role in the misconduct revealed by Mother Teresa Agnes. I still await the results of the investigation into the misconduct I reported to the Diocese of Raleigh for the sake of transparency and accountability for all involved.
Watch our programme every Friday at 7:30 p.m. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Catholic News World channel. God bless.
Please subscribe to Catholic News World's YouTube channel. Thanks and God bless.